Welcome back to video 3 in our Starting Your Own Tax Practice series. Today we're talking about professional certifications you should consider as you start your own tax practice. If you become a tax preparer, it's important to have the skills to effectively and accurately do clients' tax work. Potential clients need to know that they can trust you and that you're qualified for the task. Luckily, there are several routes that aspiring tax entrepreneurs can take to gain that trust. So let's dive right in. The first option we're going to talk about is becoming an enrolled agent. Enrolled agents get their certification through the IRS. As tax specialists, they typically focus their careers on tax preparation and planning, though some specialize further into areas such as tax resolution. Through the IRS, they are awarded with unlimited practice rights, such as who they represent, the type of tax matters they handle, and the right to represent clients throughout the entire nation. There are two ways to become an enrolled agent. The first is to work at least 5 years with the IRS in a position where you interpret tax code. The second is to pass the 3-part Special Enrollment Exam, or C, and a background check. Can't forget about the background. Also, in order to maintain their status and practicing rights, enrolled agents are required to complete 72 hours of continuing education every 3 years. Option number 2 is to become a certified public accountant. Certified public accountants, also known as CPAs, must pass the uniform certification test and any other criteria set forth by their state. That being said, CPA exams are only considered valid within the state that the test was given. CPA exam isn't specialized for tax accounting, but many CPAs later choose to specialize in planning or tax preparation. To keep their certification, CPAs are required to complete continuing professional education, or CPE credits, each year. The specifics of these differ by state. To find out the specifics for your state, follow the link in the description box below. Becoming a tax attorney is another great option for becoming a tax preparer. Tax attorneys are legal professionals who have a law degree and have passed the bar exam. They specialize in the legal side of tax preparation. And not only are these attorneys registered tax return preparers, but they can even prepare a legal defense for a client involved in a tax-related court case. So if you're ever in trouble with the IRS, a tax attorney is probably who you should call. And finally, if you do not want to go through any of the previously mentioned options, there's still a fourth option. In current legislation, you don't need an official license or title to prepare taxes. In fact, you don't even need to have previous tax experience. What you do need is a willingness to work hard so you can learn the necessary skills. People are only going to pay you if they see the value in your services, so do your part to thoroughly learn the trade. If you're going to get paid to prepare other people's taxes, you do need to get a Preparer Tax Identification Number, also known as PTIN, from the IRS. We're going to dive in exactly how to do that in our next video. Some local communities have additional requirements for preparing taxes, so before starting your business, check to see if there's any extra qualifications in your area. In summary, if you want to become a tax preparer, you have options. You can start preparing taxes as an enrolled agent, CPA, tax attorney, or even with no official certifications. All these options will require a lot of hard work and effort, but they will take you one step closer to having the tax business you've always dreamed of. This concludes our video today. What certifications have you gotten, or what are you working on now? Let us know in the comments below, as well as your tips and questions around getting those certifications and requirements for tax preparers. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up because it really helps our channel. And before you leave, don't forget to click that red subscribe button for relevant updates in tax and accounting, and also to learn easy, applicable ways to improve your practice.